Hey YouTube. So I have about 5 or 6 videos up on YouTube right now. There's not very many views, and um, I'm not getting very many questions. But the question I did get asked is if I would show a whole video of the whole van, and so that's what I'm going to attempt to do here by myself, which is kind of difficult because there's lots of things that I need to open to show you and all that jazz. So I'm driving a StarCraft. It's a '88 Ford Econoline. I redid the interior in it. Some tools here. So basically, it had some really old, bad blue, and it was really stained. As you could tell, the seats. I didn't change the seat. Still horrible. I tore everything, literally, the whole carpet, all the roof, everything out, gutted it. And actually one of the videos that I have up is showing that whole process. And I redid it with this gray and blue. I'm a Seahawks fan, so I kind of did a subtle Seahawks theme throughout the van. And well, here's what we got so far. So I gutted the whole van after I got the interior in. I knew I wanted to build a frame to make that would work for me. And so basically, I started with a bed, or with a wall. Here's the inside. Yes, that's an iMac. Yes, that's a television, and that is fucking football playing. This little bench that I built, table that folds up against the wall there. I have a small box that acts as a prep table for food. Also, I can put a extra foam pad right here on it, and it acts as an extra seat. The stove here. Inside the box is a propane tank that feeds to this, which is mounted to my door, so I can go tailgating if I wanted. It just opens right up. You can see I can tailgate. Built a little box, put the stove on top. Popped a Jack Daniels can on here, put silverware and knives and stuff. Just a couple extra can things. I think these are meant to be for wood chips and smoking and barbecuing, but I actually utilize them for seasoning. Well, some spare change right now. When it's barbecue season, seasoning gets put in them, and they're just right there and ready to go, so you can your burgers or whatever you're doing. So yeah, there's the stove. Come back in the van here. So where to start? How do I do this? Okay, so I just went food shopping. That's what this bag is. So it's full of food. So one of the processes that I did and that I built was a pantry. So what I did was built a closet. When I started building everything, and I built this closet here, which is probably about 2.5 feet wide, and just wide enough to fit an actual hanger with stuff on it. So this is full of clothes, just clothes. So it's really just a miniature closet like you have in your house. Everything got carpet. I used carpet at Home Depot because it's cheap. It's like 41 cents a square foot. That's how I did the whole interior, which actually comes in handy. I'll show you real quick, because you can just Velcro things with the teeth side of it, and everything sticks. I did that with the keyboard for the computer. I did that with the mouse, everything. It's kind of like being an astronaut. Just sticks everywhere. Comes in handy. Excuse me. So the closet has all the clothes here that I built, and at the bottom, so I did it high enough off of the bottom so that the clothes would hang high enough to where I could still keep a couple long drawers. So I built 2 drawers that are hidden that go all the way back to the side of the van. You can see I got all my clothes, underwear, socks, and these go all the way back. They kind of stay hidden because they're the same material. Nobody ever knows that they're there. They're always shocked when I pull that out. Another thing they're shocked about, I keep shit hits the fan gear here. I was in the military, hanging on the outside. There's a guitar rack here, and usually I hang a guitar there, my guitar. But I needed a place to put this, and so that's how that's kind of been sitting, and how this has kind of been sitting. I just keep my work jackets on here because they're dirty, and I don't want them, you know. I just kind of hang them there, so I'm lazy like that. But I built a pantry on the outside of the closet with a little latch and hinges, so it opens up to a full pantry. You can see it's barren right now. That's what all this food is. So that's all gonna come into here, and probably after I'm done with this video. You can see I just basically got these reverse hinges, and pretty much used 3/4 by 3/4 wood all the way down. Made sure it was in there nice and good with some countersink screws. Put the hinges on, attached this other frame box that I built. And that's the makeshift pantry that holds all my food. It's like however you can get them to stack in there. That's how I do it. The way I do it right now is I buy 2 weeks worth of food at a time, literally down to 2 weeks of food, and I have $55 food budget every week. No, every 2 weeks. So I'm into saving. I'm trying to save up for a tiny home. That's the whole reason I'm in the van. It's because I don't want to live like this forever. I want to retire early. I don't want to buy into this corporate consuming bullshit that this country and society is right now. I think it's fucking just going to hell in a handbasket, and I don't want to be any part of it. So that's what's going on. There's the pantry. Put some food away for now. Nothing going on with the front. I did put this rod up here though, so at night when I park, I just pull it closed, and you can't see because the pantry and closet hides that half, and then this just blocks this little half where the seat is. I have a little cooler up here. I don't normally keep anything cool in there. Some apples, a gym bag, nothing special. I keep some decorative stuff up there. It's Christmas right now, so I got a Christmas snowman, a little teddy bear, and a Christmas tree. You gotta stay sane somehow, even though this is kind of crazy way to live. So here's the little box for the propane. Here's where it comes in from the stove. I'll pop the top off so you can see. I put a hole in the side so I can access it just by reaching underneath and turning it to turn it on and off. Just made it easier for me. Here's the lid. Pop off this top. You can see what I got going on in here, which is kind of a mess. Here's the propane. Some other goodies that I'm kind of storing. Some old video games that I don't ever play. Pretty much it. Just a small box, man. You know, something easy anybody can do. Off of that box is a separate box over here that acts as storage. And currently I've got, I'll show you the seat here if I pull that cushion out. Here's the cushion. So somebody else is sitting in here, and this was taken off of both of these cushions were taken off a friend's leather sofa that he didn't want anymore. I said, hey, are you getting rid of that sofa? He said, yeah, I don't want it anymore. I said, go, I'm gonna break it. I'm gonna tear it up and use it. He said, go for it. So I got these, you know, seats and food prep, depending on what's going on and if anybody's chilling with me. I got this removable cushion. You can see how the big windows here. Got the blinds and the curtains. Got some Christmas music going on right now. Hang on a second. Turn it down or change it. There you go. Football going on. Alright, so the box here, throw pillow, let's pull that off. Just pulls the, you don't even have to pull this off, but I'll pull it off so you can see what I did. Just a couple hinges here, piece of plywood, and I finished the front with the carpet using adhesive spray. Pretty much everything's adhesive spray, 3M, and some staples here and there. This opens up, and I currently got some more storage. So I got shoes, boots, towels, mostly boots, or shoes and boots, and that's it pretty much in this bin. Comes in handy though, right? So you got that, you got the propane storage, and then it also acts. I made sure to make the sides a little bit taller because I knew I wanted to have a pad here. And I wasn't sure how thick it was going to be, and then I found the pad from my friend. Just happened to work out just right. Sticks up above so you can't see, but it stays in place because of the two sides. It's perfect. Pop the back, pop the little throw pillow in. You have a little nice seating nook. You can chill and play on the computer. I just put up this dry erase board yesterday that I got from work. Just some screws here in the wood. This wall isn't the back of the van. I actually wanted a closet slash tool spot in the back of the van. So that's the first thing I did in this whole van, was took about 1.5 feet, 2 feet away from the back of the van and put up this huge wall. Basically it's just a big sheet of 3/4 inch plywood, and made sure it was a little bit oversized so it was real snug, and I had to hit it into place with a mallet so it's really in here, not moving anywhere, and that's how I built off of that. So that's my fake wall, but it's totally sturdy and durable. On top, on that, get rid of this candle. On that, just get this stuff out the way real quick. Well, I'll show you. This is a table, but it's also a picture frame with a hinge on it. So when I'm done using it as a table, I just fold it up and latch it into place right here. And I have a nice decorative piece, and I have more space. So I'll show you that here in a sec, as soon as I get rid of this stuff. But I have a nice little setup here, a little swivel mouse board for the computer. Get my phone out of the way, mouse, keyboard, hang that up, just some Velcro. See what I'm talking about? Pretty easy. And we'll swivel the mouse underneath. And this is just a stick. I just didn't care to do anything like solid, so I just did that. You just fold this up. Go ahead and latch that, and that stays up. It's kind of unsightly, this mouse thing, but this mouse thing's new as of yesterday, and I just needed a new spot for my mouse. I didn't have enough room on the table, but whatever. It is what it is. Slide this over, you can see the picture better when I step back. So it's just the old picture that I had in my house I didn't want to get rid of because I got it in Florida when I was living down there. And there's very few things I still have left of living in the house. And I just wanted to keep it, didn't want to get rid of it. And it was actually 3 times as wide, and I cut it to this size because I just kind of cropped it down and said, oh, that looks like a decent picture, and decided to keep the rowboat and the palm trees. So that's that. That's the table. I'll just lay that there for now. You might be saying, well, that's great and all, but how do you live in here? How do you sleep in here? Well, I'm about to show you right now. So basically, I will pull the cushion down, pull this cushion down, and built on this side of the wall, on the other side of this computer that I have mounted, which is an iMac, Apple iMac, running to my inverter over here. So the inverter is running the TV and the iMac. It's a 1,000 watt inverter, pure sine wave, off of two 6-volt Trojan deep cycle batteries that I have in series. So it's a 12-volt system. And I hung a light yesterday too, which was kind of nice. So at night, because it's getting dark earlier, I have a little light. I'll show you the bed here. So I got latches. It's kind of difficult by myself, so sorry about that. I'm gonna set this down so I can show you. Basically, you undo these latches here. This whole front wall with the computer comes down, and I have a Murphy bed that I reach in here, and I built it so that it scissors, and that literally just scissors out and down, just like that. And you can see I just jump right into bed. It's already made and ready to go. Just pull back the blankets. Pillows are here. On the side I built a couple of storage places. So got a push light, some removable drawers on 3 different tiers, which is nice. I can keep things in here if I want. On this side I built a little inset. I put some battery operated candles. And that's my bed. That's how you do it. Still open to the window here. Just the other big window. So you can see how much space I use. It's probably about 2 feet, I guess, wide total that I fit the bed into. The foam itself is the foam from the actual seat that was in here. In the van when I bought it, the back of it and the seat part of it, I took them out and laid them next to each other on this scissor, and I just cover it with a blanket, and that's my mattress. Why buy one if you don't need to, right? So that's that. I just fold it up, make my bed in the morning. See, the thing with having a bed like this is you have to make your bed every day. But it's good, because then, you know, once you make it, you're up, you know, so there's no being lazy. So let me set this back down again real quick, and I'll put it back up. You'll see, I'll try to do a better angle here. So that's how that works. And it cleans up really nicely. Got the iMac on the outside of the door, so I have, you know, it's pretty smart looking, right? Got the table, got the mouse, cell phone. It's pretty much everything that you would want. So the iMac I actually put on with a arm hinge, so if I pull this bolt out, this long bolt, it'll actually allow me to swing this arm open, and this will swing all the way across the van and reach out, and I could turn it. So literally I can be sitting in that front seat right there and be watching a movie, and or I can be sitting over here and kick it out over here and be watching a movie, or I could just turn on my Xbox and be watching a movie over here, which is kind of what I do. I don't normally leave, or don't normally open this up, just because it's so big, you know. It's already like 32 inches or something. It's so big, I don't need to, and it's right here in my face. Plus, I don't really ever feel like messing with the cord. I like that it's clean. I'll have to pull off these holders if I wanted to have any slack in the cord, so I don't really ever mess with that. And here's the TV. Oh, I had a little side project that I did just for the hell of it. I built an infinity mirror right here, like you would have in a limousine. It's basically just tinted. It's plexiglass with tint on it, and some lighting inside, LED lighting from Home Depot. But I hooked it up to the battery. You push, turn it on, and you can see it gives a decent reflection. So it's kind of neat at night. Not so cool here, but it's still kind of cool, I guess. So that's kind of fun. I got other lighting right here still. This is the original lighting that comes with the van. I don't ever really use that much. And here's the TV that's working. I'll show you it's the Velcro remote. I get channels. Oh, Joel Olstein. So I get 89 channels. I did a search for all the channels. I get 89. And that's without an antenna. That's just the coax cable running from the back. This is also on a swivel, so I can swivel the TV around. When I'm sleeping or when I'm laying in bed, I could swing it around and be watching TV laying in bed. Isn't that pretty sweet? So basically it's just a coax cable right here. And it's running around and down to a coax hole that I drilled in the side of the wall. And then from there I ran the coax to the roof and split it so that it's just bare wire, and then tucked the bare wire inside of my current rack that was existing. This little rack here. And that acts as a giant antenna. I get 89 channels. Isn't that pretty sweet? Got a solar panel on top. Got it for 130 bucks. I think it's 100 watt. And I run that down through the roof here. Comes into the solar charger that I have on the side of the bed. And from the solar charger, it goes into the batteries. The batteries are tucked behind this unit that I built in between the bed and the closet, because I needed another space for other little goodies. I'll show you. Basically, it's a couple baskets, 2 shelves, and this top shelf. And this is just one of those like man caddy units that's just full of shit right now. You can see the shelf here. I just put a lip on it. And then I got these from like Ross or something, and they just hang on to the lip of drawers, and I just use it there on the side of the basket. basically I built these two flaps here out of the same leather that my friend let me have the couch. This was part of his couch. So I was pretty good at repurposing. So I got some bins hidden under here. There's some more video games I don't play. I think I got bathroom products, some arts and crafts things, some extra Velcro. Never know. That folds down just like that. And I've got another shelf here, the same kind of setup. Some more bathroom products, two more bins. This is some more video games. I need to just get rid of my games. It's harder. And I got bathroom supplies here, razors, your Q-tips, stuff like that. Okay guys, so there's a bit of a break there. If you can tell, you might not be able to tell, but there was, and I'm wearing something different now. I got out of the gym. I started putting this video together, and I realized that it quit on me. So I'm just going to add the end to this video here so that you guys can see what I did have, which is basically just showing you the back of the van, the tool area that I was talking about, and the extra storage. So come out of the van here. So here's that wall I was talking about from the other side. Let's see, right here, my buddy Scott just walked by. He gave me the couch pieces. Here's the wall right there, and then here's the inset where the candles are that I showed you. And I built this box here for a laundry chute so I can stick all my dirty work clothes in there. And at the bottom I put a little latch, so when I want to retrieve them, I can just pull them out the bottom and take them into the laundry. I thought that was a little bit clever, huh? It's kind of full right now. Got quite a bit of work clothes I need to wash. Just closes back up. And then I got, you know, all your goodies you can want. Drill bits, sockets, little container full of other screws and wing nuts and all those goodies. Makita, a couple drills, my work tool bag. I work in a machine shop, so this is standard every day. My other tools on top. I got this pegboard here. I hung my tools on the back, so it's somewhat organized. It looks a lot better when I spend some more time and really get it all cleaned up. And I used to have a motorcycle. I'm keeping it because I know when I get the tiny helm built, I'm gonna probably want to buy another one, so I'm just gonna keep this helmet. That's the other thing I got from Florida still. I got some golf clubs back here standing up, so you can see that there's pretty decent room. I think it's probably about 1.5 feet, and then I put that wall up, so about 1.5 feet of room, enough to fit golf clubs, some snowboard jackets and pants, important paperwork, taxes, crap like that. And then down at the bottom I have emergency roadside tools and all that, a jack, ways to fix tires if you get a flat on your journey and all that kind of good stuff. That's the back. You can see here the antenna I was talking about for the coax. It's basically just one of those splits that they used to have on the old televisions before we got cable and we were just using the rabbit ears. So the coax is actually connected to this guy, and this guy is just connected just like this with 2 screws. And then basically this whole pole system that runs along the sides that I'm now using to mount the solar panel to, the whole thing here is kind of acting like an antenna, and that's how I get my 89 channels. So I thought that was pretty cool. I was gonna get one of those store-bought ones they call the Leaf or something like that, and then I said, well, I'm gonna try this first and see what happens, and apparently you get about the same amount of channels. So all I had to do was run coax. That was free. So it's kind of chilly today, but I'm gonna finish this video, pop this on. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tour. I hope you guys have a good Thanksgiving. That is actually 2 days from now, 2015. So happy Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for the people in my life who have actually gifted me with being able to have enough talent and skills to build this kind of stuff and allow me to be in a position to save some money and eventually put these skills to the test in building my own home, owning my own property. So that's my goal, that's what I'm doing, and I hope you got some good ideas that you can use for your life. One last thing, since this video is already ridiculously long, so I figured you might want to see all the channels. Not that I'm going to show you all 89 channels, but I just mean you might want to see how I got this hooked up. The channel's coming great. Really not much digitalized anything. If I get to close to the airport or something like that, the airplanes of course will interfere with the signal, so the signal can get scrambled a bit, but I'm not really near the airport right now. Normally I'm over there, but since it's Thanksgiving here in a couple days, I'm gonna be leaving from my friend's house. That's where I'm at right now, in his driveway, to head home to see family. But anyway, there's the TV and how it works, and then there's a little bit of digital something going on there. Could be a airplane going over. Anyway, I wanted to show you the Xbox I got hooked up here, so you can see that that works. Just turn it on, and then switch over to input. Why isn't my HDMI plugged in? I think it came unplugged. Hang on a sec. Quick plug in. There we go. Okay. Try that again. Input. There it is. There it is. Turn it on. You can see that it's working. I don't know what game I have in there right now, but let's see. Oh, Assassin's Creed. And then just pull it over. See, arm comes in handy. You just pull it closer to you. It's got tilt, so you can tilt it to where you want it. And then I just kind of throw some pillows back on the back of this guy. If I'm watching a movie, I'll just maneuver these cushions around like so. And I can kick back, put my back against it, and get to playing my game or watching a movie. Usually watching a movie. I don't play much games, but here you can see I got the Xbox hooked up. I got an iMac hooked up. I got the TV with power. I don't normally run all of them at once when it's just on the inverter and batteries. I can get about 6 hours of heavy iMac use before it's about half empty on my batteries. I have 225 amp hours. The TV, if I run that alone by itself, I can get about 28 hours because it's so little amperage. And the Xbox, I usually will only play for like 3 hours if I'm bored on a weekend or something, and that's when I do play. And so it's probably about 60%, 70% still full by the time I'm done with 3 hours of use. If you get the Xbox Slim, it uses less power. I had a PS3 in here and it was draining the battery way too fast. Like in 2 hours it was half empty. And then I just did a little research and found that the Xbox Slim Black is way better as far as power usage. So you can get it to run a lot longer. So if you're watching a couple movies in a row that are like 2-hour movies or something, Saving Private Ryan or something like that, you're going to be okay to do that without really depleting your battery. So there's that. There's my game. I'm not going to do any really like heavy gameplay or anything like that and show you that, because this is already a super long video, but you can see it's working. And alright guys, that's that. Turn this back off, and thanks for watching. Hey guys, if you like this video and you'd like to see more, remember to like and comment down in the comment section below.